Oops, all whips.
For what it's worth, Oops All Whips is one of my favorite runs to do, just because of the pure nonsense that it involves.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, you get a whip, you get a whip, you get a whip, everybody gets a whip.
I find it to be the reverse. It's like nobody gets a whip. I have all the whips. I am hoarding the whips like a dragon.
I mean, you are, though.
I am. I'm talking about like the character in game. In this case, Richard.
Yeah, Richter is the whip dragon.
Richter. Richter, Richard, however the fuck you pronounce
Richard
that
is
name.
somebody completely different. I don't know who, but he's somebody. Oh, god dang it.
Nah, hold on. You want to know? Oh.
Oops. I'm
I was
sorry.
just gonna point to the... No, it's okay. I was just gonna, like, find the generic, Vampire Survivor whip guy and be like, this is Richard.
His name's Antonio.
Antonio, whatever his last name is, his new middle name's now Richard.
Okay, I'll take that.
Okay.
Also, hello everybody. We're back. We're back at the castle. We're back to survive the vampires.
Yes. We are here.
It's Toss Up Tuesday. We're tossing up vampire surviving. We're tossing up all the enemies with our weapons, whip juggling, things like that. That's totally how that works, right?
Oh, absolutely, totally.
Eh. Also, I picked on my end the Tragic Prince from Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Hell yeah.
In some circles, I don't know if it's universally accepted as being one of Alucard's leitmotifs. Like one of his music things. Mostly, it makes me think of a... What's the word I'm looking for? Like a character study essay that somebody did about him, and they called it The Tragic Prince.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Oh, I love how I can never remember what things to pick.
Well, the first one is, yeah, the Dark Arcana, and then Hail from the Future.
I was pretty sure that was the start, but I wanted to make sure. Yes, let me pick up the Attract Orb to absorb all of the nun experience we've gotten so far.
And then it's Crystal Cries, because we kind of decided that having the Moonlight... It's on the Dark Arcana.
Oops. Ah, there it is. There we go. John Castlevania. Yes, John Castlevania indeed, Jordan. How you doing tonight? No, if we wanted John Castlevania, one of us could have picked John Morris.
This is true.
John Morris, the canonical son of Quincy Morris, who appears in the original Castlevania book. Not Castlevania, the original Dracula book. I know lore. I know how to talk about things. The John Morris who in fact dies because he's not fit to wield the vampire killer whip. Alright, goddamn, save some weapons for the rest of us.
Hey, I'm not banishing them. I'm just skipping them.
I know.
It's not what I want.
No, it
Hell
was
yeah,
just...
freeze those enemies!
It was one of those things where it looked like you were just getting a shit ton all at once.
Oh my god! No, haven't done that yet. That comes later.
This is true. Okay, so here's a follow-up question. Is it a follow-up since I haven't actually fucking said anything yet?
I don't know.
Did we want to run around and get spells from bosses and stuff?
I mean, if you want to make your screen completely unseeable, sure!
I mean, I wasn't sure how much you wanted to go kick Death's ass.
I mean, I definitely do want to kick his ass. But first, I was gonna say, first, we got to become less squishy. Then, I have to grab the clockwork stuff.
Yes.
Then we can kick his ass.
Yes, and that's exactly why I haven't been That's why I don't pick it up. Well, if we're gonna hang out here for a bit, I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna go back up this way and fight this boss and at least get one spell.
Alright.
And kill a horde of flea men as they run at me.
You know what, I'll come join you.
Just follow the trail of corpses.
Yeah. That checks out.
Is it really a trail of corpses, or is it more just a trail of EXP that I didn't pick up? Whoa,
it's a trail of
Alucard. Sorry.
It would be, no, you're good. It would be, the trail of EXP.
EXP, corpses, what's the difference?
A chest.
Now, see, I left that because I knew you were coming.
Fair enough. Oh, yep. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's totally the reason. Not because I just didn't know it was there. That has nothing to do with it.
Totally not. Are you believing this shit?
Probably not. I don't believe it, and I'm the one saying it. Hello, boss fight. Hello, guy.
I don't believe it. I'm the one, helping you double down.
Speaking of double downs, did you ever eat the double down from KFC?
No, I have not.
At least I think that's what it was called. It was basically like a chicken sandwich, but the quote-unquote bread was chicken?
I'm sorry, nani the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, I forget what all was in the middle of it, but the outside, instead of like a biscuit or a bread or whatever, it was 2 pieces of chicken. Jordan ate the double down. What did you think of it? I ate it at a time where my body was young and impressionable enough to handle it. But I think if I tried it now, I might get halfway through before I would have to, like, stop and do the very stereotypical woof. You know, undo your pant, like the top button of your pants or something.
I was gonna say, I would probably make it 1/4 of the way and then have to stop and go shit my brains out because I don't have a gallbladder.
You know what? That'll do it too. Jordan says it was alright. I would agree. There's some floor pot roast over here.
Hell yeah.
I was saying that because I saw you were at like half health.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was early in high school and it was pretty good. I was also starved, so I was able to down the whole thing. Yeah, that'll do that too. I think it's one of those specific circumstances, time and place kind of thing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like, if you're in the exact right set of circumstances where you can and will eat the whole thing, it's not bad. You know what? it's a good stoner food, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if that's what you're into, as far as, like, a stoner food, like, if you just want some, like, fucking fried chicken or some shit. Haha, guess who's getting the whip now?
Oh, you?
Nah, I won't do that.
You can.
I thought about it, considering it's also Julius's whip, but I decided against it.
If there's any whip... If there's any whip I'd be more than A-okay with you grabbing, it's his whip, because I know you fucking love him.
Listen, I don't make the rules. Julius Belmont is just objectively the best. There's floor chicken up here, above the boss.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hell yeah! Kill all the enemies!
God, I miss Jack in the Box's stoner meals, says Jordan. That's fair.
The crown for the king.
But Julius isn't here. I didn't pick him. Because I thought it would be funny and lore accurate to bring Alucard.
Fair enough. But hey, you know, Alucard's a king in his own right, you know?
Yes.
He may not be Julius fucking Belmont, but he is Alucard.
This is true. He's a host unto himself. Now, I'm pretty sure I've been to a Jack in the Box, but where I'm at, we don't have them.
I've never been to a Jack in a Box. We don't have them where I'm at. So I'm surprised to hear that you might have them where you're at.
No, we don't have them where I'm at. I'm saying I might have had it in the past.
Oh.
Like, gone to a place on vacation when I was, like, way younger that might have had it.
Oh, okay.
But if I did, that was long ago and far away.
In a galaxy far, far away. Barista may or may not have had Jack in the Box.
Yeah, basically. There's a floor pot roast down here if you need it at some point. There's also some chicken over here in the trees.
Sweet. Oh, hell yeah.
That's how I've given it.
Double hell yeah! Actually, no, triple hell yeah. Oh, I get to pick the Arcana. Okay, great.
Jordan says, that's odd given I've lived on both coasts and they both have had Jack in the Box. Well, that's the thing. Where I am, I'm not exactly on the coast. I'm north of the coast.
And I am also not on the coast. The state I'm in only would technically have one coast. And it's not even a coast because it's a lake.
Yeah. I mean... that makes sense. Yeah, I'm glad it does to somebody. Sometimes trying to explain that just because you're technically in or near a location where things could be, that does not mean you are. Yay!
Damn, you're just getting all the boxes. I can't complain too much though. I got to pick the next Arcana. So
this is true.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's something in there.
I got it. Yeah! The Alucard swords. That was a gift from my mom! I don't think it was actually from his mom. It was just a bit of a joke that I heard once. There I am.
I have an awesome ice cream. It's salted caramel chocolate espresso.
Oh, that sounds delightful.
Mm-hmm. Premium mocha chocolate ice cream swirled with sea salt caramel and packed with cocoa or chocolate espresso chips.
It sounds fucking delightful. It reminds me of an ice cream flavor at a relatively local... I'm calling it relatively local because it's like regional. Like, I don't... You may or may not have heard of it, depending on where you are. It's called Stewart's.
Nope.
Okay, yeah, I figured, I thought you were
Nope.
slightly too far away in, like, one direction. I'm gonna start making my way back to the castle. But it's called Stewart's, and they have their own dairy plant and everything. And they operate out of, sort of near the capital region in New York.
Hell yeah.
And part of their thing is that they don't have any stores. I think it's further than a day's drive from their main plant to, you know, maintain freshness and shit.
Oh, wow.
So most of their stores are probably, like, in New York and Vermont. But I happen to live within range of it. And there's this one flavor they have. It's called Espresso Therapy.
Oh my god.
And it's similar to what you were just describing. It's similar in that it's a coffee-flavored ice cream type deal. It's like coffee-flavored ice cream with, like, chocolate espresso... No, it's... Fuck, how do I describe it? Okay, let me try again. I think it's amaretto ice cream. Like amaretto almond kind of flavor ice cream. With, espresso chocolate, dark chocolate chips. Like, there's no,
That sounds delightful.
It is. There's not, like, any flavor swirl or anything in it. That's just the way it is. There are at least a couple of floor chickens on the way, toward the main entrance. Yeah, a lot of...
Excellent.
I really like a lot of their flavors.
Floor pot roast.
Like, some of the flavors are just sort of their takes on popular generic flavors. Like, of course, they have your standard chocolate, vanilla, strawberry type stuff. They have mint chip and a mint cookie crumble.
Ooh. Okay.
Let's see, we've got Hidden Anathema, the Saraband of Healing, Wandering the Jet Black, Tragic Princess, Moonlight Bolero, and Blood Astronomia. And I have at least one free reroll. While you think about that, I'm gonna keep talking about ice cream.
Okay.
So they came out recently with a holiday... They come out with limited edition flavors, especially around the holidays. There's one that they do, I think, every year. It's only limited because, you know, it's only around the holidays. I think it's just called Peppermint Stick. And I think it's just vanilla ice cream with maybe some kind of flavor swirl in it and, like, bits of candy canes. But that's always a good one. New one they've done this year is called Carmine's Holiday Spumoni. It's a 3-flavor thing, so it's like Neapolitan in that way. Except it's chocolate ice cream, cherry ice cream with maraschino cherries, and pistachio ice cream with pistachio pieces.
The chocolate chip had chocolate chips.
That could be good, yeah.
But that does sound good.
Yeah, my friend's mom posted it, that she'd gotten it a while ago. And I didn't see it in mine, like, anywhere near where I was until, like, recently. So when I finally saw it, I was like, yoink, give me that.
Also, I think we should go the, I'm gonna call it the Serenade of Healing, because I can't fucking pronounce that.
The Saraband, you got it.
Yeah.
Jordan says, I love peppermint, I need it. It is pretty good, to be fair. And, like, they make the pieces small enough that it's not, like, a big hunk of fucking... You're not just getting a giant wad of fucking candy cane that's gonna get, like, stuck in your teeth that you're gonna chew on for, like, 5 years. No, it's just a tiny little bit.
And that's how I feel about the Choco espresso chips.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, espresso is
This
a
isn't
strong
even where the
thing.
door is. God damn it. Sorry.
Yeah, espresso can be a strong thing.
Oh, yeah.
And very overpowering.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, it's done in a way in this ice cream that, like, you're not getting giant hunks of it. You're just getting small little itty-bitty pieces.
Enough to be able to taste it, but not have it be overpowered by,
Yeah.
by everything else. I'm pretty sure I almost just died because I was too busy looking at the map. I learned today at karaoke that apparently I really nail Elphaba in Wicked, so I became the designated Elphaba.
Oh, hell yeah.
I was gonna say, how do you feel about that? That's the important question. Yeah, I actually went and saw the second Wicked movie yesterday with some friends. That was part of what I did while I was gone. And, you know, not coming to stream.
Well, that is a completely valid reason. I have not seen the first movie or the second, but, like, I know the plot of Wicked. And I want to see the movies.
I'm very happy. I love Elphaba. Good. Well, that's good then, I think. Yeah, I jokingly told one of my friends, since we were gonna go see it, I said, guess I should watch the first one before we do this, huh? And she said, yeah, probably. Guess what I did not do?
You did not watch the first one.
I did not watch the first one.
Well, look, if you've heard the music from the musical and understand, like, the plot of the musical, you'll be just fine.
Well, see, that is also the thing. The most exposure I had with it at most any given point was when I was in, I want to say, like, late middle school, early high school. We did a medley of songs from it in chorus. So I'm familiar with some of the songs. And I am familiar with the story and stuff because I went out of my way to look it up. So it wasn't like I went in completely blind.
Excellent, excellent.
Like, I even knew some of the end stuff. I knew how some of the end stuff was going to play out before even seeing it, so that tells you my familiarity with it.
Oh.
Oh, did you dead?
I did.
Don't worry, I'll hold down the fort.
Excellent.
Jordan says, I got really into it because my high school library had the novel. Imagine my shock when the musical was vastly different. Yeah, don't you love it when they do that? Ooh, Armadillo! Armadillo. Don't know what to get.
Here we go again. Clover.
Clover?
You should get the clover.
Okay. Fucking Malthus.
Oh, I'm about to be spawn camped to death by these fuckers.
Quick, join up on me.
Oh, thank God.
Just in time for a level up, too. Yeah, I think if I had known that there was a book beforehand... Oh, I did. I'm alive! Yeah, I think if I had known there was a book beforehand, I probably would have gotten into that before I ever got into anything.
Oh.
Gather, brother, soul blades.
Look at all these fucking flea men.
Always the goddamn flea men. Why are they so big?
Jesus, I really did almost get spawn camped. You monsters need to die. You don't belong in this world. Well, you do, but you... Jesus Christ!
It's not by their hand that they are once again given flesh. They were brought here by humans who wish to pay them tribute. Tribute. You steal men's souls and make them your slaves. There's an entire series of Wicked books. Yes, there is. I'm at that point where I would want to get into them, but I also, at the same time, feel like probably enough people may want to get into, or have been wanting to get into them, and have gotten into them since the movies have come out, that I feel like they might... I can't decide if they would be easier or harder to find as a result. You know what I mean?
It'd be both. You'd be able to find them, but they'd be out of stock.
Yeah, that's kind of what my brain is thinking.
Alright. I'm going back to the shop man.
Okay.
And getting another Arcana.
Okay.
Hopefully one that will help us live.
Easier, honestly. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. But I was also sort of thinking that a lot of it is going to have the movie branding on it. Which, in some cases, I don't really care. In some cases, like, hell yeah, I got a not actor cover thing. A lot of the fans of Wicked don't like to read, let alone read 2000s political commentary. You're right. You're very right.
Okay.
Then again, I only really know probably one person who would want to read 2000s political commentary. And he admits he's a weirdo for that. Alright, what are we looking for this time?
Excellent question.
You do that. I'm gonna quote my friend on what he said. Because
right.
I put a post in our group chat. I was like, look, someone's got to be the weirdest person in any given social group, and it might as well be me. And one of our other friends voted for it to be him. And he said, sure, I don't mind. Like, I already read parliamentary procedures for fun. So there's that.
Yeah.
And to follow up on that, one of my jobs, we were getting rid of a bunch of older books of, like, government stuff. Like, copies of letters that a former governor had written and things like that.
Wandering the Jet Black.
Got it.
Sorry.
No, you're good. But when my job was getting rid of the... Oh, sorry, I should have leveled that up.
It's alright. There is plenty of opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah, but when my job was getting rid of those, I was like, I know exactly who would want this. So I got in touch with him and I was like, hey, is this something you'd want? And he was like, oh, hell yeah. The only problem is he lives like 6 hours away and these are big fucking books. So it's not like I can ship them without it costing, like, all of my limbs. Not just an arm and a leg.
Oh god.
And, like, occasionally we get to meet up IRL, but we just haven't made the time recently. Like, when I took my trip in September, he was supposed to be there, but he had a big event thing for his work. And I don't just mean, like, oh, his boss wouldn't let him go. I mean, like, once-in-a-lifetime level big.
Oh.
Like, to the point where he couldn't even tell us what... He couldn't tell most of us why. Because he had, like, had to sign an NDA.
Oh, wow.
I find it... I take it as a badge of fucking honor that I was, like, one of the few people he told when he got told that he couldn't tell people.
I was gonna say, why? Were there, like, some exceptions, or...
It was one of those, I think it was, like, after a certain point, like, as the event got closer, they could start sharing more details about it.
Oh.
At least I'm pretty sure that was the case. And, like, once it got really close to the event,
Yes.
he was able to tell our friends why he wasn't able to come visit. Like I said, it was a once-in-a-lifetime kind of deal.
So now that the event is the event over?
Yes.
Can you share what it was? Because now I'm curious. Or would that be doxing them? Because we don't want to do that. I'm now curious as fuck. Like, what kind of once-in-a-lifetime event?
I hate to leave people hanging, but at the same time, it probably would be a little dox-ish.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. We don't want to do that.
Just because of the nature of the event and, like, what it was. Once in a lifetime, water flowing underground. Yes, totally. That's exactly it.
I was gonna guess the Golden Globes.
No.
I know it wasn't that.
No, nothing as pop culture mainstream exciting. Like, part of the reason he told me is because he knew that I would get the level of excitement for this event. Just because of our shared general field of knowledge. Like, we went to college together and we both got the same degree. So it was him doing something with his degree that was exciting. To put it to put it in such a way that I can.
Fair enough, fair enough. That is very exciting. Ah, yes, now things are dying, as they should be.
Oh, there's a candy box somewhere. Oh, you got
Hell
it.
yeah. Bibble!
I'm surprised you didn't go for another goddamn whip.
I thought about it, but I was like, nah, I want to level up this Bibble. What I want to do is I want to level up the Bibble, I want to find the Castlevania item needed to go with it, and then evolve it to its final form, and then start freezing things everywhere.
Never-ending Bibble.
Never-ending Bibble.
You met Jeff Keighley,
Never-ending
of course.
icy Bibble.
You totally got it, Jordan. You nailed it.
I don't know who got that.
I did. It was mostly hitting up most of the passives I have.
Alright. Well, that's still good.
Yeah, it was most of the passives and like one or two for the javelin that I have.
Excellent, excellent.
Two levels in Attract Orb and one level in Rock Riot. I accidentally stepped on the boss.
It's okay. Things are dying as they should be, so this should be alright.
Get out of here, fucking bat. Yeah, so eventually at some point I gotta gotta get up with him. It's been years since I told him about those, and when I reminded him about it, he was like, "Oh yeah," and he got all excited about it again.
Oh, that's nothing more rewarding than like someone forgetting something and you getting to remind them and then them getting excited about it again.
Mm-hmm. Get off my metaphorical dick, you fucking bat. This is worse than the time there was actual bats in my house.
Oh, God.
There's a floor chicken. Oh, I think I accidentally picked it up. Damn you, attract orb. There's a floor chicken up there to the left.
To the left, to the left, to the left, to the left.
Yeah, one night a while back, when we were living at our old apartment, this was back when Mr. Barista was working overnights. And, you know, I'm settling in for bed, getting all comfy, and I hear something. You know, it's a very unusual sound, one I'd not heard before, so I was like, what the fuck is that? There's a bat flying around in my fucking room.
Whoa, bat be upon you.
Yeah, literally. Well, not upon me, but, like, I couldn't get it out because I think it was early fall or late summer, so we still had the air conditioner in the window, so it wasn't like I could just open the window and try and get it out that way.
Oh.
Now, our bedroom at the time was at the top of, like, a loft kind of deal. So, like, up this relatively narrow set of stairs.
Oh.
And, of course, the only window in that room is right next to the top of the stairs, and that's where it's hanging out. It's, you know, flapping around all over there and shit. And I'm freaking out because I'm like, fuck, what do I do? So I don't really have anything I can grab it with. And at one point, it decides to make its way over to the other side of the room where the head of the bed is, aka where I am.
Oh no.
So I'm like, fuck this. Ooh.
Ooh. You could get Julius's whip now.
I could. But I don't think either of us have the hollow heart, so that ain't gonna do much.
We have more Armadillos to pick up.
This is true. I mean, I could get the alchemy whip because I do have the Tirajisu.
That is also true.
I'm stealing one of your whips, because that's what I'm gonna do.
That.
But yeah, so...
Yeah, evolve that shit before we lose the tiramisu.
That's the plan. Yeah, so the bat comes over to, like, my side of the room. I'm up out of bed at this point. I'm, like, getting to the other side of the room, trying to, like, leave, I guess. You know, try and shut it in and seal it in there until, you know, we can get in touch with the landlord or get in touch with anybody, because it's, like, the middle of the goddamn night. There's a fucking bat in my room.
There's a fuck mothering bat.
It was literally on my fucking pillow at one point. It was just looking at me. Like, I'm on the other side of the room and it's just sitting on my goddamn pillow looking at me.
He's like, I live here now. This is mine.
Yeah, fucking basically.
There we go. Now we got the hollow heart.
Yeah, now if you get a box and you get Julius's whip, you can get it.
You can get it. That is your man's whip.
Well, whoever gets it first.
Well, remember, I'm going for the special bibble, so,
This is true.
if I get the candy box, I'm going for the item that I need.
This is true.
Speaking of which, I need to really quickly, pray to God I don't die, and look up what it is.
I don't think it's the duplicator. Maybe it's the duplicator? I don't think it's the duplicator. It's something.
Unfortunately, because you have not done any of that, I can't see which one it is. Actually, no, that.
You know what? We could just sit on this screen for a minute and look it up on our phones.
Or our PCs. Yes, this is true.
It's not cheating if it's knowledge that's already available in the game. We're just having a hard time accessing it.
Yes.
Don't worry about it. As Scotty K Fitness says on TikTok, it's not that serious. Oh, I would have needed that. Okay. While we were, Mr. Barista and I went out to dinner before this, and I got a thing of, I got a thing of spinach artichoke dip. And the chips that come with it, one of them, I swear, looked exactly like his mustache. So I had Mr. Barista take a picture of me, like, holding it in front of my face, like a mustache. And then doing one of the hand gestures that he does. Where he's, like, just pointing with his hand, for lack of a better term. Like, he's got it sideways, fingers all together. Like, pointing at, gesturing at the screen. Like he does when he says, pay attention. Or, it's not that serious. No, you know what I think it is? I think it's the spellbinder that you need.
No, this is something else. Hold on. Come on, where is it?
I don't know.
I know you don't know. Come on, there's
I'm
gotta
glad
be
somebody-
an updated...
I'm glad that somebody knows that I don't know things. You'd be surprised how many times I have to tell people I don't. Yippee!
Okay. Ice brand! That's the sword I need! And then for, Bibble, I need... Yeah, spellbinder. Okay.
Yay, I did it.
You did it.
We did it, Reddit. On that note, ready?
Funny enough, that's where I found the information I was looking for.
Thank you, Reddit. Ready?
Yep. Ooh, chess. Very important.
Long story short, I did end up getting out of my room away from the bat. Or so I thought. Because either it followed me and it came down and it like got through the gap in the bottom of the door, or there was a second bat that was in my kitchen, posted up between the garbage can and the recycling bin.
I guess go with whichever one is less terrifying.
Both are equally terrifying.
I would find it less terrifying if it was the same bat.
But if it was, that would mean it like followed me and went under the door to come and, you know, be in my vicinity.
This is true.
Which is why that does not
does not sit well with you?
It's not that it doesn't sit well, it's just neither option is ideal. In my humble onion. Thankfully, it was like the next day that the fucking it's me that the landlord was able to like come over, and he had a guy or something. Or I can't remember if we were just able to open the doors to, you know, to outside
And shoo it out.
Yeah. I can't remember if that was the case, but mostly I remember it did in fact get out. And from then on, I was always paranoid of there being a bat in my fucking house. Now these days it's just your garden variety floor ones. That is to say mice.
Oh, yeah.
Because we live in a very rural area. It means we are prone to such things. Much to my chagrin. Mr. Priest is regularly telling me, it's just the way, it's just the way it is. You know, they live out here, we live out here. They're like, yeah, that doesn't mean I have to be happy about it.
Exactly.
Stop being in my cupboard.
Can all of these guys hop off my metaphorical dick? Like, chillax, bro. It's not that serious.
It's not that serious.
Like, get away from me!
Gather, brother soul blades.
Oh, thank God I get a break!
Ah! Thank goodness I leveled up the tier Jisoo and had another revive! I'm gonna die! Floor pot roast, where are you? Floor pot roast, my beloved. Well, it's floor chicken. I'll take it.
Oh, thank God you can evolve the thing now.
Yeah, but that means I have to actually get a chest or something. Ah!
Nope.
I got yo.
Yeah, you did.
Mr. Barista seems to think that just because I can turn into a bat does... And I was talking about bats. That I want to join them. Presently, I do not. But yeah. Bats.
Would you go back to the normal Arcana days?
Yep. Sorry.
You're good. Okay.
Well, while you consider the options, I will launch into another random anecdote from a different... from a different thing. At my other job, my retail-facing job, it's one of those sort of like big box, not really big box, but like one of those sort of name brand resale places where it's like, oh, it's got a fancy ass fucking name brand for like for like way less than it normally is. One of those kind of places. And sometimes we get stuff that I'm just always, my flabbers are always thoroughly gasted. Like, what was the first thing I came across that just, I stopped and I went, I don't think it was the Funko Pop, but it was the, I don't want to say it's Bon Presto, but one of the fancy, like anime figure things that, like I said, anime have a lot of. Like I said, I don't think it's Bon Presto, but it's another big-ass name like that. But they do a lot of them for My Hero Academia. And I think the first one I saw was of my absolute favorite character, Fat Gum. Nendoroid. It wasn't a Nendoroid. I think it might actually be Bon Presto, and I'm just, like, second-guessing myself way too hard. But they had a one of Fat Gum. I nearly shit myself, metaphorically. But the other day, it could be one of the Bon Presto statues. I'm pretty sure that it is Bon Presto, and I'm just doubting myself more than I should be. So I found that one of him a while back, and then last week when I was there, I found one of Mirko, the rabbit lady who kicks a lot of ass.
I think we should pick a wake.
Okay, which one's that one?
Number
That one.
5.
More revivals. Sweet. More max health, might area. Sounds good. Yeah, so I saw it on Wednesday. Didn't have the money to get it. So I, like, tucked it behind a couple other things and really hoped that nobody would find it before Friday when I got paid again. And at first I thought somebody got it because I didn't see it where I had left it. But no, it was still there, so I picked it up on Friday.
Oh, hell yeah. You evolved it.
I did.
We don't have to worry about that anymore.
Yay! Now that I've done that, I don't have to worry about dying for a minute. I say dyingly. I know what I'm about. I'm about always floor chicken. Speaking of always floor chicken.
Oh.
No, I just ran across some floor chicken.
Nice. I am about that, getting this other armadillo so I can get the spellbinder. So I can evolve the Bibble.
Bibble!
Bibble!
The only context you'll ever hear me say I love the Bibble.
Fair enough.
The Bibble's not that bad. It's the fandom that scares me.
Oh, that is such a mood.
It's not even...
Oh, hey, speaking of armadillo, one just fell from the sky.
Yay!
I'm still gonna go grab the other one.
Yeah, why not? I can't even take credit
I might
for
as
that.
well.
I can't even take credit for that. I think I saw it online at one point. I just really liked it.
I don't hate the Bibble. The fandom just scares me.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Except I think it was more like... I think the original thing was actually Jesus was a pretty cool dude. It's his fans who I don't like. Or something like that. That sounds more accurate.
Yeah. Book.
Not the book you're looking for, but a book nonetheless.
It's a book that will be helpful.
Books are always helpful. Like the doctor says, we're... Oh, sweet, I think it was because you picked up the Spellbinder, I evolved the Javelin.
Hell yeah!
What was that talking about? Must not have been important if I don't remember.
That or it's the ADHD brain.
I think it was about the Bibble.
Oh, yes.
Beyond that, I don't remember.
How the fandom terrifies us.
Again, I'm not sure terrify is the right word.
Concerns?
Yeah, that's more like it. I think. Why am I picking up like 5 attract orbs all at once? Nothing has changed. Everything's still here.
Who knows? I'll grab that so you can evolve the rock thing.
Oh, Rock Riot?
Yeah.
Sweet. At least for the moment, I've run out of things to say.
Die, monsters! You don't belong in this world! And no, I don't care if someone brought you back, I'm bringing you back to hell! Oh, finally.
I'm about to say, great, now you've evolved all of your whips except the one which you aren't going to be able to evolve because there isn't a Skullomania on this map.
Then for some reason you don't have it unlocked.
I didn't know you could unlock it.
Yeah. There. One of these days, like off stream maybe, or I don't know, we'll get together and we'll just have an unlock session. Where
Okay.
the only thing we do is unlock shit.
Okay.
Bibble.
There you go, your never-ending bibble.
It's the bibble that never ends. It just goes on and on, my friends.
You know what else never ends? The amount of goddamn floor turkey. No, I got too close to the thing. Get out of here, Moon Knight. I didn't ask for you. I don't want to get cursed. Go away. Be gone, thought.
You don't belong here.
I guess the other thing that I can mention is that no! What? Come back! I picked up the chest, but it's not here. Where did it go? I have several questions.
Yeah. I have 0 answers.
I have 0 answers also, so I guess it's okay. Yeah, so the other thing that I've done recently is when it comes time for the holidays, I'm broke as shit, as you are, as I always have been. And
Right.
so what I tend to do for holidays for people for gifts, since I can't get them things, I usually spend the time and make them whatever their baked good of request is. Like if they say, "Hey, my favorite thing is a plate of chocolate chip cookies. Would you bake me a plate of chocolate chip cookies?" You got it, man. But the most oft requested thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, I picked up another chest and it didn't do the thing, so now I'm just like, what the fuck?
Huh.
So maybe I shouldn't pick them up. Yay.
Get Julius's whip, or I'm gonna be very upset that you grabbed that box and not me.
That's what I'm doing.
Good.
Gee, I wonder what I should pick. Since my friends are all mostly online, I tend to get them items off their Steam wish list for birthdays and Christmas. Funny enough, that's what I tend to do with my brother and sister-in-law. Like, that's what we usually end up doing. We're just standing around the house shooting the shit with each other, and then it's like, oh yeah, shit, it's Christmas. Here, let me get you something. How does this sound? Okay, cool. Merry Christmas.
Why am I going so slow?
Lag. But the reason...
Who's lag? Why are either of us lagging?
That is an excellent question. I do not know the answer to. Let's wait here for a moment.
You may want to check with Mr. Barista to see what the actual fuck he's doing.
Like I said, he's probably just playing Final Fantasy XIV. It's not that big of a deal. Like, my recording session on OBS didn't stop. And it doesn't look like it completely disconnected. It's like the streaming timer thing didn't stop, but Seribot reproc, so... Fuck, I don't know. Let's keep going. Maybe I shouldn't stand here. But I mentioned this, the whole no-bake thing, because my in-laws, very specifically my mother-in-law, specifically requested for me to bring some of my no-bake cookies to Thanksgiving this year. Maybe you should check and see if you get a new streak on your stream streak thing.
It'll probably just be day 8 if I do.
Well, that's why I'm saying.
Because I think the pre...
If you want to check that now. Or not. I'm not the boss of you.
It'll probably take a while to proc if it does.
Yeah, fair.
Whew.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm yawning. Probably because I'm just not eepy but tired, you know?
Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down. But yeah, so my mother-in-law very specifically requested some of my no-bakes for Thanksgiving this year, so I made up a batch on Sunday, because I also mentioned to a buddy of mine at one of my jobs that I was going to be making them. And his dad, from what I gathered, tends to be more of the family kitchen wizard. And he was telling me about his dad's recipe for it, which is vastly different than mine. So I was like, well, if/when I make them, you want me to bring some for you to try? He's like, sure, why not? You know, for comparison's sake. So I made sure to do that. Well, he must have liked them well enough because he ate like 2 or 3 almost immediately. And he said there's one thing he doesn't like about the way his dad makes them, is that his dad puts walnuts in theirs, and he's not a super fan of like the texture.
Mm.
So he said now maybe the threat of competition will make his dad not put them in as much.
Or make a batch separate from the others that just doesn't have them in them.
Yeah, but that would also involve a different amount of effort.
Not necessarily. Just make the cookies up until the step you put the walnuts in, then take some of the dough, separate it from the rest.
Well, that's the problem. It's not so much a dough as much as it is like a liquid that you put stuff in, like right at the end, and then you set it out and you forget it. Well, you don't forget it, but you set it out. That's why they're no-bakes, because you just throw most of the ingredients in a pot, bring that to a boil. Yay! Yeah, and then when the pot, after a certain point, you take it off the heat, you put in certain other items, like you stir that in to thicken it all up and bring it all together, and then you set it out. You know, you scoop out each cookie portion by portion, set it out on some wax paper, and let it cool and set.
I don't know then. Brain hurts.
So the problem...
I'll probably understand it in the morning.
So the problem is, you can't really make a separate batch unless you're making a whole separate pot of the initial mixture. Because putting stuff in, like, with this, the main stuff you put in to really thicken it up and bring it together is oatmeal.
Ah.
And I assume, I'm making assumptions here, but I'm pretty sure he told me that that is also when the walnuts would get put in. So they act as like a thickening, binding kind of thing. Like, to bulk it up and bring it together. So if you only put in, like, for example, if you only put in the oatmeal and not the walnuts, it's going to be soupy and it's not going to set as firmly. Like, it's going to not really melt, but like I said, it's just not going to set right.
Oh. So do you put walnuts in yours?
Absolutely not. That's fucking gross.
Yeah!
Listen, is this the part where I also mentioned that I may or may not be slightly allergic to walnuts and pecans? So it's advised for me to not partake?
All right, I remember now because I was like, oh no, you can't enjoy the joys of pecan pie.
Yeah, and I was looking up other alternatives, and people have made like alternate recipes using different nuts. So that is something I have looked into. Whether or not I would actually do it, eh. For no-bake cookies, there's like a... Sounds like there's a certain type of baking going on. I suppose, Jordan, it depends on your definition of baking. Because you don't put anything in the oven. You just boil up a bunch of stuff on the stovetop. So you don't bake in the traditional sense of mixing ingredients, putting them on a tray, and putting them in the oven.
You would be cooking cookies instead of baking cookies.
Yeah. So, like, obviously there's still a heating, cooking element to it. But it's not your traditional put it in the oven and bake it at however many degrees for however long until they fully form and set, whatever. Now, my friend was also interested because his dad's recipe does not use peanut butter as like a thickening agent, whereas mine does. So he was interested to see how that would affect the texture and everything.
Oh, you finally defeated that guy.
I did. I'll take your word for it. I can't see anything.
Oh.
Yeah, frankly, I'm just pleased that you know, somebody outside of my family likes the recipe and likes them. Because for the longest time, I wasn't sure if it was just, are these people biased because it's all they know? What's happening here?
No, it's that fucking good.
Fucking apparently, because it's like the one thing my aunt asks for Christmas. It's like, you're bringing the no-bakes, right? My aunt and at least one of my cousins. That's like the thing they ask for. So they both get their own plates of however many. And then I just bring extras to wherever we're going, and that's how my in-laws got into them too. And thankfully the process to make them and everything, not that hard.
Hell yeah.
See, that's part of why when I do I jokingly call it like my holiday baking extravaganza. It's not because it's like particularly hard. It's about the like time that goes into it. You know what I mean? So like I don't have the money to spend on whatever the fuck. There's a chest down here if you want it, because when I pick stuff up, it just gives me a bunch of experience, I think.
More Arcana. I don't know, Chief. You pick whatever you want.
Let me see. I'm gonna pick Slash because it enables critical hits for the listed weapons, which looks like it includes all of the whips.
Alright.
So you'll be really dishing it out. But yeah, so it's like I can't spend the money, but I can spend the time. And plus, it's, in a way, like, in my brain, it's, like, less wasteful. It's like, I'm not just getting you another goddamn thing that's not gonna be any good in however long. Oh, finally. Oh, that's what we needed. It needed to be max level. That's why it wasn't happening.
Oh, fuck.
You alright?
I'm just saying, what the fuck? Why the fuck did it have to be max level?
Because that's just the way it works with some of them. Some of the passives have to be the max level. in order for them to proc. Some of them don't. I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
But yeah, for me, I would rather spend the time, you know, finding a recipe, getting a recipe, making a recipe, whatever, for, you know, for what somebody has asked for, as opposed to trying to just buy them another goddamn thing that they're not gonna want, or not gonna use, or whatever. Which is why, hey, if you just want a fucking plate of cookies, you're getting a goddamn plate of cookies. Because I know you like it. Ain't nobody stopping you from having a fucking couple of cookies for breakfast. I know I sure as shit ain't. No, it's really funny. My aunt will sometimes message me like a couple days after. She's like, guess what? Cookies for breakfast again. Like, hell yeah, man. You go.
I mean, they got oatmeal and peanut butter in them.
Well, see, it's not just that. There are other ingredients that...
I know.
For lack of a better term, there's one main ingredient that makes it less accessible to make, unless you actively go out and get it. Well, there's a couple, depending on how well stocked you keep your house, with various baking goods. Because my specific recipe, so it calls for unsweetened chocolate. Like, that is the base of it. That's like the first thing on the ingredient list. Oh, an armadillo.
Armadillo!
Do you want to come grab it, or should I grab it since I'm right here?
You can grab it.
Is there one that you need? Because I think wings is what I need to, for the last Fandango.
I don't think there's one I need, so...
Alright.
Yeah, no. There's... The only one I would need is the one we can't get.
Yeah, the Skullomania.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so another set of ingredients that sets my recipe apart from my friend's family's recipe. It calls for the addition of both Crisco and margarine.
Oh.
So, like, in theory, you could probably just use one or the other. But I listened to the recipe, so I always use both. I forget which one he said his family recipe was, but it was one or the other. I just can't remember which way it goes. And I have not tried it with non-butter flavored Crisco, but I assume you have to use the butter flavor. Otherwise, it just doesn't work right. So again, depending on how well stocked you keep your kitchen for like various baking things and stuff like that, probably the Crisco and the unsweetened chocolate are the most relatively inaccessible things. And when I say inaccessible, I mean it's not like they're hard to find. It's in the baking aisle. It's not hard to find. It's just not something people probably keep in the house.
Exactly.
Like, I know I sure as shit don't keep it around unless I know I need it. Part of why I have to make another specific shopping trip to go get some more. Because this is gonna sound absolutely crazy, but I know I'm right. They've changed the way that they have the chocolate.
Yes.
Now, when I say they've changed the way, like the shape in which it's sold. Like, it used to be taller. Like, it used to be a taller, thick kind of square thing. Now it's just all flat squares, so the amount is different. And I can quantitatively prove that because when I do the recipe, if I have to double what the recipe says. Because it used to be just 2 squares. But now 2 squares is only half the size of what it used to be. So now it has to be 4 squares. So that's half a fucking package right there. And if I'm doing a double batch like I normally do, that's the entire fucking bar. I'm clipping through the walls. Great. That tells you what point of the game we're at. I'm clipping through walls. Also, the music has stopped.
It has?
On my end, there's no more music.
Oh. Well, luckily, we're going up to see your dad, so...
Dad, turn the music back on.
Wait for the fire breath to be over.
No, it's way funnier if we go in like this. The timer's already stopped, so I don't know if it's gonna run out. Oh.
Oh. Die, monster! You don't belong in this world! Okay.
Alright, Vlad.
What is this travesty? Dracula is supposed to bring death to the world, not join a demented crusade for fun. I, Death, will not allow for this mockery. I'll erase this world myself.
Oh, my fire breath came back.
Hell yeah. Alright, now let's pray to God it doesn't get borked this time.
Well, why? I had lots of fun when it was borked last time. No, my stuff! Death, you pervert!
Why is Death a pervert for taking the stuff? Oh no. Oh no.
We break it again?
Well, considering that it did not bring me back, well, luckily you're not in a coffin this time, so...
But I also have no health.
This is true.
Get back here and kill me. Yeah, no, nothing's happening. I think we broke it again. I think by the time we got up here, we were just too powerful, and now Death's just like, oh, fuck, I don't know what to do with this. Yeah, and I can't do anything else. Excuse me, Death? Can you slap me a little? Oh, you're just gonna keep looking at me? Director guy, can you do something about this? Hello?
He's like, I'm really trying to do something about this. Okay, you cannot do It's so weird. You can do every other boss fight in the Castlevania thing without any problems, except for this one.
You know, if I had to guess, maybe it is in part to do with the fact that... Spoiler alert, this is like the only time this happens.
Yeah.
Like, you only get to see this whole cutscene and getting chased by death and everything once. So maybe it's something the game wants you to experience in a solo run.
Then why let it proc in multiplayer anyway?
I don't know.
Well,
I'm not Ponkle. I'm not Mr. Vampire Survivors.
you get to have to hard close out the game.
That's what I'm doing.
We're just not allowed. No, no, no.
Death really said, death before defiance. And by death, I mean specifically to your game.
Once again, we have cheated death.
Once again, we are foiled by death. Well, on that note, maybe that's where we should call it.
Maybe.
If it wants to do that, or not do that, I guess. I don't know. I've already not been making sense. Now it's just getting worse. Let's just go. Let's go figure out where to go, and then let's go. Okay. That was the sound of me seeing one of the tags on one of the streamers that I follow.
Oh boy.
She's certainly something else. Always has been. And it's unusual to see her up this late. So let's go say hi. We're gonna go say hi to Luca. Her stream title is currently POV Immature Crime Bag Hours, and frankly, I'm here for it. So we're gonna go pop in and say hi. Thank you, as always, Nova, for joining me, hanging out.
And as always, thank you for having me.
I'm sorry Death has fucked us over yet again.
Oh, good. As we speak, I'm about to rock his world.
Fuck yeah, you got this. Night-night. Good night, Jordan. Hope you get some rest. And remember, don't forget to come get your regular Pearl Did It matcha tomorrow night.
Oh yeah. The Pearl Did It matcha.
Yeah, because we're gonna be starting the final case of the second game, rather. The fourth case of the second game. Until then, drink water, take your meds, eat food, and get some rest. Bye!